Right, so I want to start off this video by talking about Kyle Busch, the 41-year-old two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and probably one of the most successful driver across the whole series of NASCAR. Unfortunately passed away this Friday, and I just wanted to come on here and talk about him a little bit before I start this video. Hopefully his family gets through this and all that, but let's get on with this video now. So we're here at the Canadian Grand Prix for round 5. We start off with by talking about Hayu Yamakoshi's helmet for the rest of this season in FIA Formula 3. F1 Academy has announced Zoe Floresco as the wildcard entry for Zandvoort, and we have 6 new helmets. Alba Larson runs her first special helmet in FIA Formula 1 Academy. Then it's Lance Stroll, home hero, running a new helmet. Oscar in top right, Lando bottom right, both running special helmets. Lando's helmet is for race against dementia. Pierre and Oliver Behrman also run special helmets. So, as I already mentioned, we're here at round 4, Canada for round 5. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is the track. FP1 saw Kimi Antonelli get fastest. Albon hit the wall, and not only the wall, but a groundhog as well. Lawson had an engine issue all in FP1, which sees them both not take part in SQ1. Lewis does top the timing sheets there, with both Alex and Liam not getting any laps in. Valtteri, Pierre, Lance and Sergio all was out. Alonso did hit the wall but made it through, so he was starting P16 as of that. George Russell got the top of the timing sheets in SQ2 as well. It was Fernando, obviously. The two Haas teammates of Esteban Ocon and Oliver Behrman in P14 and P15. P13 went to Franco Colapinto. Then it was the 2 Audi teammates above him, Nico Hulkenberg in P11 and Gabriel Bortoleto in P12. So the top 10 looks like this for the sprint. George, Kimi, P1, P2. Lando and Oscar, P3, P4. Lewis and Charles, P5, P6. Max and Isaac, P7, P8. Arvid in P9. And Carlos in P10. So this is how the sprint went down. We only had 1 retirement, however, I'm going to tell you about 2. Isaac Hadjar retired on lap 9, but then lap 10 he came straight back out onto the track. And then on lap 18, it was Alonso that retired. So Alonso was the only retirement. The only drivers, the driver that wasn't getting the points was Isaac, Pierre, Alex, Oliver, Valtteri, Lance, Nico, Sergio, Esteban, Gabriel, Liam, and Carlos Franco. Drivers in the points was Arvid Lindblad, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Kimi Antonelli, Lando Norris and George Russell. So it was Mercedes winning once again. They won the first ever sprint held in Canada, after both drivers almost took each other out about 3 times that race. Obviously George came out victorious, Lando followed in second and Kimi Antonelli in third. Main qualifying now, and we see Kimi Antonelli top Q1 with drivers out is the 2 Cadillacs, the 2 Aston Martins in 19th, 20th, 21st and 22nd. Then it was Alex in P18 and Esteban in P17. Isaac Hadjar topped Q2, where Oliver Behrman, Carlos, Pierre, Gabriel, Liam and Nico all out there. Nico must love that at P11 because that's where he seems to qualify all the time. And that says Kimi Antonelli. I'm sorry, that was meant to say George. So George is on pole for the sprint. It's Mercedes 1-2 once again for the sprint. George first, Kimi second, Lando third, Oscar fourth, Lewis fifth, Max sixth, Isaac seventh, Charles eighth, Arvid 9th and Franco 10th. So let's look at how the main race went down. There is your results, and on the formation lap we had about 3 formation laps. On the first one, the main one, Arvid Lindblad had gearbox issues, where he couldn't get the car into gear. Lap 13 saw Albon and Piastri make contact. Albon was the only one that went out. Fernando Alonso retired on lap 27. 3 laps later, George Russell had an engine issue. Lap 40, Norris had an engine issue, and lap 43, Perez had a suspension failure. So with the 6 drivers that I've already mentioned out, and then the drivers that not scoring points was Valtteri, Lance, Esteban, Gabriel, Nico, and Oscar. In the points was Oliver Behrman, Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly made it into the points, Liam did as well, Franco Colapinto, Charles Leclerc, Franco, Isaac, Max, Lewis all got their best finishes in P6, P5, P3, P2. Charles got P4 and Kimi Antonelli got P3. So it was Mercedes winning once again, with Kimi Antonelli taking his 4th win this season. Lewis Hamilton gets on the podium, and so does Max Verstappen. Max gets his first ever podium this season. Obviously he's had more in the past, but for Red Bull and Max, it's the first this season. So that is it for Canada. In 2 weeks' time, we'll see racing at Monaco. But yeah, hopefully Kyle Busch's family get through this. Well, they will get through this, but it should be tough for them. But it's goodbye from me. I'll see you in the next one.